During the pentagram rite, the movement was firm, but it was like I was weightless at the same time. In the west was something of 7 points, blue, almost like the pants color, more like what I used to wear. I think there's a channel photograph of that color of blue. During the final reading, things just grew quiet outside of the ritual. And I felt a bit moved on. When I closed the ritual, there was a heavy pressing down twice, and then 3 wipes of euphoria coming down me, relieving all pain and stiffness, opening up, awakening, and I saw a pentagram of that same color blue with 2 points inside. It was sort of 3-dimensional, so you could say that it was a 7-pointed figure. With the first set of vibrations, I saw a set of 7 stairs. In the second, I saw a violet light come down those stairs. With the third, there was a presence to each side of me. The one to the left or to the south was not as far away as that to the right or north. Things grew rather dark. There was something orange, and this included inside the mirror and outside the mirror, and then again that violet level of purple. One thing about some of these texts is a person could argue that because of the pacts of loyalty, the pacts of other such things, that the variety of things mentioned is not just the clientele of a witch or the gender of a witch being indicated, but the type of magic that the entities wanted to come forth. The Grimorium Verum certainly was sourced from this text, and certain other things could have been sourced from this text. Because of the secretive nature, even this day, of sources of magic and credit being given or not given, there will remain some mystery in these things. And some of the stuff could be getting a person to say what they might not otherwise say or do. Certainly, there are replacements when some things aren't available, but sometimes some of the things indicated are towards a breakthrough. Now, I definitely would not advocate poisoning yourself or others as part of the magic, or, exposing yourself to bloodborne and other such risks. But a person can say that a lot of the stuff mentioned, you could use gloves and do things, in a more materially safe way. As far as scholarly sources, Joseph H. Peterson definitely excels other authors in terms of several things that he's done. Maybe not several, but at least a few things that he's done. And his maledictions are both traditional and a bit cute, you could say, or trite, or whatever the right phrase to come across is. I understand both the straightening of sigils and the leaving them in the form that they are in a particular manuscript. The point is that a person should try for it to be correct, whatever side you're taking. A demonologer, a carcist, an exorcist are just somebody working in the same area without necessarily, going into some things. With the initial symbol of the pact, I'm drawn more towards the left side this time. Rabid Madar is the one which has the strongest reaction in the reading. As far as the three chief powers, Elestor, are Astaroth. As far as which location of Lucifer, Europe, Setanaki, Agatarop, Archimath, and Respiroth. Under Cyrac, we have Cleo. Glithrel in the attributes. Under Agalarep, Tarkamath, we have the middle of Howl as far as effects, in order that an enemy may die. Arlia, in terms of making it rain. Alelo Gafatel, in terms of making it snow. Abakam is the word that stands out in the lightning spell. With the not being cold spell, Parchment. Surgot, in terms of the opening the closed. The knot of 8, in terms of love of a young woman. Blood in a copper vessel, in terms of the coupling. Pignooth in the money spell. Kalimturus in the enemy will die spell. Menail and Cyrac in the invisible spell. The double cross and Filma in the animating a corpse spell. Well, I guess that was the hearing music spell. The animating a corpse spell was the thing that reminds you more of an angel. Iraq in the spell that you gotta be careful in terms of sleeping and stuff. But then again, if you have power over this issue, then sleeping in that place wouldn't be a problem. Or perhaps the dangers in a different sense. And, we have some advice about magical woods and stones. Now, with book 2, we are reminded that children can be initiated into the art. And by children, they mean pre-adolescents. Now, certain things you don't do with the kids, but you know what I mean. As far as knowing the magic and being able to perform the magic. And when we proceed, we definitely want to be in touch with the ineffable, the ultimate causal, that we're not in it for just some worldly exchange and ritual power. Pantherial stands out a little bit. We have a 13-part cosmology, which we have addressed before, in ritual. The Amalfi of the earth level kind of reminds you of, the earth elemental level kind of reminds of one of the ranks in our Gargle Schlaud's cosmology. These rituals are certainly in the area of the Catholic sort of rituals, the alchemical sort of rituals, the otherwise transformed Greco-Roman rituals,